Some elevators carry people up, some bring them down, and a few never open again. In the heart of London stands Blackmoor Tower, a 30-story high-rise known for its brutalist architecture, aging infrastructure, and one chilling disappearance that has baffled investigators for over a decade. This is the real account of a woman who stepped into an elevator and was never seen again. This is Fear Diaries, case Shatra 48, the elevator that never opened. Make sure to subscribe to the channel where real stories live and the truth refuses to stay buried. Anna Weaver was 29 when she moved into Blackmoor Tower in June 2012. She had just landed a junior legal role at a prestigious London firm, the kind of job that demanded long hours and late nights. The flat was affordable and close to the underground, but more importantly, it had a 24/7 concierge and security cameras. At least, that's what the listing promised. On the night of August 17th, 2012, Anna sent a final text to her sister at 11:58 p.m. Home. Just got in the lift. Dead tired. And call tomorrow. That was the last anyone ever heard from her. The building's security footage showed Anna entering the elevator on the ground floor. She pressed the button for the 21st floor. The doors closed. She was never seen again. The footage ends there. No one saw her exit the elevator. No one heard a scream. No alarms were triggered. Her flat was locked from the inside, untouched. Her phone remained off. And the elevator? It kept running perfectly, as if nothing had happened. The elevator at Blackmoor Tower was old, dating back to the 1970s, but it had passed its last safety inspection in April of 2012, just 4 months before Anna's disappearance. There was nothing mechanically wrong with it, or so it seemed. But what caught investigators' attention was what happened after Anna vanished. 3 days later, at exactly 11:58 p.m., the same time as her last known elevator ride, the lift stopped on floor 21 again, despite no button being pressed. The security guard on duty that night reviewed the footage. He saw the elevator rise to the 21st floor, pause for exactly 32 seconds, and then descend again, completely empty. But here's where it gets worse. In the days that followed, other residents reported something strange. A soft knocking sound coming from inside the elevator shaft. And maintenance was called. They inspected the shaft, the mechanics, the emergency phone lines. Nothing was out of place, except one thing. Scratched into the metal paneling inside the lift near the floor were 2 words. Help me. Fresh, uneven, as if made with fingernails. Anna's family, desperate and confused, began their own investigation. Her sister, Lisa, started posting online, on forums, message boards, even Reddit. That's when the family learned. This wasn't the first time someone had gone missing in that building. In 1983, a postal worker delivering mail to Blackmoor's upper floors vanished. No one paid attention. In 1991, a university student who sublet the 22nd floor disappeared while taking the lift. None of them were ever found. But what makes Anna's case even more disturbing is the audio file. 6 months after she vanished, the building underwent routine maintenance. The elevator's emergency system, which stores audio in case someone presses the alarm, was backed up to a technician's laptop. What he found chilled him to the core. The technician, Daniel Hargreaves, was reviewing logs from various elevators in the city, a boring routine he'd done 100 times. But the log from Lift B at Blackmoor Tower contained something strange. A 2-minute, 11-second audio file. It had never been flagged. No alarm had been pressed. But the system had recorded something. Daniel wore headphones. He hit play. For the first 10 seconds, silence. Just the hum of the elevator cables. Then came a soft breathing, labored, raspy, followed by a faint clicking like nails tapping on metal. At E037, there was whispering, and not just one voice, multiple, whispering rapidly, overlapping in different languages. Some phrases were identifiable, one in Latin, one in something that sounded like an old English dialect. And then at 119, a woman's voice, crisp, close, desperate. Let me out. I didn't press that floor. Daniel stopped the playback. He thought it might be a prank until he learned no one had accessed that file. It had never been downloaded, never reviewed. And worst of all, that voice matched Anna Weaver's voicemail recordings. The file was sent to authorities, but no action was taken. By then, the building was under pressure from the management company, and most residents were told it was an error in the system. But the whispers, the languages, the breathing, they remain unexplained. Some believe it was residual energy. Others think it was something darker, something waiting in the shaft. 3 weeks after hearing the audio, Daniel couldn't stop thinking about it. The breathing, the whispers, the voice. It felt wrong, unnatural, like something had been recorded outside of time. So one night, against company protocol, he returned to Blackmoor Tower. Alone. He told no one, not even his girlfriend. Just took his tools and a handheld camera and rode the service elevator to the lowest mechanical level beneath the tower. The mechanical bay was cold, silent, no rats, no echo. Just concrete, and at the far end, the elevator shaft for Lift B. Daniel set up a camera and descended into the shaft via the side maintenance ladder. His flashlight illuminated only a few feet in front of him. Rust, wires, steel, and something else. At the 21st floor level, Daniel paused. The door to the shaft here hadn't been opened in years, but carved faintly into the metal, as if burned, was a symbol, a perfect circle, intersected by 7 lines, the same symbol found etched into the back wall of the lift interior, and reportedly used in 17th century occult rituals. Daniel radioed into his recorder. His words were steady, but his voice trembled. This symbol wasn't here before. I don't know what I'm looking at. Then the static began. Hello? Danny? Why did you come down here? The lift above him began to descend. No one had activated it. It screeched as it passed his position in the shaft, cables swaying unnaturally, the car empty, except for what his camera barely captured. A figure, tall and thin, standing at the back of the lift, facing the wall. Daniel's final recording was cut off at 2:17 a.m. His camera was recovered the next day, resting neatly outside the shaft door on the 21st floor. He was never seen again. No security footage, no alarm. Just a final clip on his camcorder. 3 seconds long, showing an open elevator with blood-red scratches inside. And the words, "Now I'm not alone." After Daniel Hargreaves disappeared, Blackmoor Tower's owners shut down Lift B permanently. It was sealed off, the buttons disabled. Tenants were told it was structurally unsafe. But rumors spread. Residents claimed they could still hear the lift moving at night, whispers in the hallways, scratching behind the walls. And in one disturbing case, a woman reported seeing the lift open at 3:13 a.m., revealing no car, just the empty shaft, and footsteps climbing up from the darkness below. Daniel's girlfriend Lara went public with his final camera footage. She posted it online. For a few days, it went viral. But then, every version was removed, flagged, scrubbed. Even backup drives were mysteriously corrupted. Except one. The Fear Diaries team received a copy from an anonymous sender. We reviewed the footage frame by frame. There's something else, something no one had noticed. In the last few frames, slowed down 400%, Pine Daniel, in the corner of the lift shaft, is a second face, smiling. Urban explorers still break into Blackmoor Tower today. Some film themselves knocking on the sealed lift B doors. But the brave ones, they get in, and some never post again. If you think the scariest stories are made up, think again. At Fear Diaries, we uncover the terrifying events buried in silence, the vanishing girl in the woods, the haunted elevator no one talks about, the whispers behind a sealed hotel room door. These aren't just stories, they're real accounts, pieced together from evidence, survivor interviews, forgotten files, and the chilling footage others were too afraid to show. Every week, we bring you closer to the truth behind the unexplained, the kinds of stories that keep investigators awake at night and make you double check your locks. So if you're looking for horror grounded in reality, the kind that follows you after the screen goes dark, then you're already one of us. Subscribe to Fear Diaries, where true horror lives. Because the scariest thing is that it actually happened.